Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's awesome that you're tuning in. So it's time to go back to the future, simply because we do have this product called the RetroStation GXT. So I already reviewed a couple of these products, and basically what they were like, just in PC or an Android box slapped with a sticker on it, or an EmuElec software bottle whatsoever, and you can play some retro games with it. But this thing is maybe something new. Let's take a close look in the inside. First of all, we do get like this very nice manual that they printed out, like explanation how everything works, how you need to like navigate through the menu, and yeah, very nice. The first thing I've noticed when you see my videos, what I like about this kit, I'm just going to be honest, is like we do get these very cool controllers. They look kind of weird maybe, but they are very comfortable, and they are nothing like the chemical PlayStation controls I've reviewed before. We do get two of them, of course, and here we do have the box itself. So what I've noticed, like the outer box or the first box is basically something that he just reuses, because this is the same one I'm guessing for the other Android boxes. Here it says the S925W and the S925X3, they were the previous models, but nothing the case here. Because we're going to get ourselves a completely new model, yep, and this thing weighs freaking heavy. But what are we going to get? So what we're going to get is basically like this very cool looking box. And just to be honest, like the RetroStation, he did an amazing job with this sticker on top of it. This is just basically in GT King, something you can just buy yourself. And in the end, like what you're going to get are these eyes are cut out, because this GT King does have this light up feature, pretty damn cool. We're going to get the SD card, two dongles already inserted for you. We do get an extra USB port at the back, HDMI, Ethernet connection, optical out, AV out, and their input for the power. Yeah, so that's basically what we're going to get with this. But what are we going to get more on the inside? The power supply 12 volt 2 amp, the remote, the air remote, because this thing is actually like just an Android box, and you can use it like that. When you're removing an SD card, and of course an HDMI cable. But also the box is old, because here we only can see like two models, the S905W and the S905X3 or WX3. Yeah, RAM, this thing, I think it has like around 4 GB of RAM. Nevertheless, let's take a close look at the specification list later on. A short part of this video I want to dedicate to the controller. I briefly said something about it, but I just wanted to give you like a quick overview. So the first thing I really like is that we do have a built-in battery. That is not the case with most typical, let's say, device you buy from AliExpress. So another thing is like, I love this like D-pad. Short travel, clickish is amazing. Good, nice joysticks. The ABXY also feel very nice, and when you're looking at the back, we do actually got a good trigger, and the shoulder buttons feel very nice. So when you're looking at overall the quality of the controller, they feel a little bit lightweighted, but that is not really a problem if you ask me. I think it's the best controller I have held in my hands for a very long time when you compare this with cheap China versions. Of course, it doesn't compare with a PlayStation 4 controller or something like that, but it's one of the best ones when it comes to these boxes. Very awesome feature is that we can even upgrade, or yeah, you have this like this weird thing that you can plug into your D-pad, and you can even get more like this Xbox Elite style of a D-pad. So if you prefer that, it's even possible. So when you're looking at the specification list of this GT King, basically what it is. So this is one of the most powerful boxes you can get at this moment. Yeah, there are some, let's say, other versions. The GT King Pro, for example, that's like a little bit step higher than this one. But in overall, this thing is capable of running a lot of different games. Rather than showing you with different models, I've been messing around with it for a very long time now, because this thing is not brand new. It is out for a couple of years. But overall, this is one of the best things you can get. So it is basically this GT King model is absolutely amazing. But how amazing is it? Let's find out with the game testing. Something I didn't show you with the unboxing. And the reason is very simple. This is something else. This is what brings this thing to the next level. So where you have like with the previous model, I'm showing you many of these game boxes before. We do have like this basic, let's say, SD card with EmuElec on it. But this one is a different story. We do get 32 GB of storage capacity, but this is not what makes this thing ultimate. What you're going to get yourself is a 1 TB whooping drive that you need to connect with the B-Link. And basically with this GTX model, or RetroStation GTX, or GT King, how you want to call this bloody thing, what you're going to get are a shitload of more capacity and options. Yeah, you do have this thing bungling. You need to kind of put it over here, so it's not like super convenient, but you're going to have like more options, because when you're getting yourself some certain files, think about PlayStation Portable, PlayStation 1, they will like use so much storage, and with the 1 TB drive, oh yeah, you can go wild. So let's take a close look and boot up the RetroStation. That's basically the menu that you need to get when you're plugging in the hard drive and the SD card. And let's see how the menu will look. So this RetroStation GXT has a lot to offer. Compared with a Pandora's box, yeah, this thing it's just the next level. But compared to a Super Console X, we do get some similarities. Because in the end, both of the systems will run just on EmuElec. This device has a 1TB drive to it. The other ones have like a 256GB card and 128GB, depending on what you're going to get with the system. What I like about this theme, you can see like we do have like the platforms, think about systems, but we also have like these things like 4-player, and purely a Mortal Kombat page or stuff like that. Yeah, when it comes to N64 and PlayStation Portable, that we're going to find out in this video, because this thing is way more powerful than you have like in your typical Super Console X system. But is this thing powerful enough to run everything? That is what I wanted to check out today. Alright, so let's start off with Sega Saturn, because that is a new addition to the EmuElec scene for some while now, but you didn't see that before with the cheaper Super Console X system, so I'm curious what are we going to get. I was need to find out like which button to use. Ah, there it is. Because the Sega Saturn controller is completely different with your typical controller you're holding in your hands. Another thing I've noticed is quite interesting and also quite annoying, that there's a big sound difference between the Sega Saturn emulator and all the other ones. Okay, I'm using the left shoulder button for acceleration. So we tried some Sega Saturn on the other systems. I've tried like the Super Console X's and they work okay. But now with a little bit more juice we're having with this special chip of the GT King, we do have a way better performance. Okay, so next up, Sega Dreamcast with Dead Alive 2 for the benchmark. Full speed without any hassle. Alright, so next up, Naomi, just see how it runs. But here you can see it runs very well on this box itself. Okay, so next up we're going to try some God of War, the Chain of Kinkiness. And we need to have like the frame skid set to 1. And yeah, let's see how it's going to be running on this device. Okay, I'm curious how this will run in the end, because when you're looking at the Android boxes, so far there is none of them that runs the game flawlessly. You can see like the FPS go all places. So basically with this box it has been tweaked to the maximum, simply because otherwise this game runs like crap. It doesn't look that great. I know there are a lot of phones out there that can basically play this game on 2x resolution without any hassle, but that's what we're going to get with these Android boxes, you know. Okay, let's jump into the main. Just wanted to see what we can do with some Mortal Spanking 2. Mortal Kombat. So what you're going to get with this is a very good performance, because this big box is absolutely great for this kind of games. Of course he blocks it. Just punch him in the balls. That's just the best way to win from Sub-Zero. Punch him in the balls, that's what a real hero does. Oh yeah. Flawless victory. Alright, so next one of those tests I love to do is playing some Cruisin' the USA, because yeah, you can really see like N64 always being problem on these boxes. Let's see if we're going to get some slowdowns over here. Holy crap, we're going to get a shitload of glitching here. Which button do I need to have? Nope, this one, no. Ah, there it is, the left trigger. Weird configuration. Really weird configuration. We don't have the casual slowdowns, but you know, like with N64, this is just the same story that we've seen before. I do run some Legend Launch titles, but the more demanding games that will have issues, depending on what kind of emulator you're using on the background. The funny thing is, like, if you're getting yourself like 150, maybe 200 euro costing the like mini PC, it runs this game flawlessly, even on maybe like higher resolutions, without all the glitches and all that crap. Okay, so another system I want to try out is Atomiswave. So this freaking game always like has so much trouble on these Super Console boxes or some clones. But with the GTX, we don't have an issue, because the GT King is just way powerful enough. You don't see the weird stuttering that we have seen before. I think I actually like enjoy the game. I just want to give you a quick look into the PlayStation 1, but yeah, PlayStation 1 is just a system that runs fine on this. Oh man, I've played this game so much back in the day. Assault Rigs, it was called. A very basic casual game, but so much fun to play. Okay guys, but when you're looking at this device like this, especially when you're looking at the low-end stuff, think about Super NES, Mega Drive, NES, doesn't even matter, like this stuff like runs very well. The only downside is like with the PR Doom that was on this, sadly, there is no background sound. I'm more like, damn it, you know, stuff like that will happen. Same with PlayStation 1, the game I recently played on here, like, when you test some games, you're missing out sound effects. Another thing that really annoys me, better said, like, pissing me off, because, come on man, without music, we're missing the soul of the game. Okay, so let's talk about the conclusion, what I think of it. So first of all, like, I love the controller that comes with it. I'm used to like those PlayStation 2 chemical controls, but this one, yeah, no, that's not bad at all. Like my Sega D-pad feels like freaking sandpaper when you're going to try some moves. So that's not really convenient, but of course we have the attachment you can put on it. But overall, everything has been configured correctly so far. I can see most games, like select start, going back to the menu, the home for PlayStation Portable. So you get into the menu and can close the emulator like this. Very comfortable, I personally really like it.